Welcome back to another episode of Life Unfiltered with me, Jax van Rooijen. I have had it on my heart this week to just encourage those of you who are sitting in a place where you are dreaming about something more and you have this prompting on your heart to step out into a space that you've not been before, yet you are stuck in inaction because of overthinking, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of condemnation and ridicule. I get it. I totally get it, right? Lily and I have 10 principles for extraordinary living. Number 7 is no excuses, I do things scared. And the reason that is a codified principle for us is because we realize that nothing worth getting comes without a certain amount of healthy fear. It's a foundational principle in life. If we're trying to lean into an extraordinary life, that means that we're going to take things on that are uber scary because it's unknown. We don't know if we can. We don't know if it'll be received well. And my encouragement to Lily, she's my 9-year-old daughter, is always that scary things are generally scary the first time. And only that first time. It gets so much easier to do new things once you've gotten over that first kind of hurdle of fear. So my encouragement to you guys this morning is if you have a prompting or a dream or a desire or an ambition or a goal, and you've just been too fearful to go after it, and I know of extraordinary human beings who, because of fear of rejection, because of fear of failure, because of fear of being perhaps perceived in the incorrect way, are crippled by inaction. And let this morning be an encouragement to you. The fact that you are going to have naysayers is inevitable. The fact that you're going to experience rejection is inevitable. It is a human experience. We all face rejection in some way. You will. Here's the 411. You will feel rejected. You will feel ostracized. You will feel like you are failing and not getting it right. You will feel all of those things. If you are feeling any of those things while doing something new, I've got news for you. You are completely on track. You are 1000% on track. If you're feeling uncomfortable, if you're feeling a bit isolated perhaps, if you're feeling a little bit misunderstood, if you're feeling like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway, right? Then you are on track. The fact that you will feel these things are an inevitability of any worthy pursuit in life. And the payoff, though, is that if you can be brave enough to do things scared, at the end of that experience, you will reap the rewards of your effort, of your courageousness. That is too an inevitability. And so this morning, I just want to encourage you, just the antidote to fear is action, in my estimation at least, right? You can choose to stay in a space of inertia and inaction, and that will be, you will get more of what you've got. I always say the only response to an unasked question is no. So if you're not putting it out there, if you're not asking for what you want, if you're not, like leaning into the things that you are hoping for, you're going to get more of what you've got, which is it's the absence of the thing you want. And so if you can be courageous enough to accept that you will face rejection, you will face failure, you will face feelings of inadequacy, those things are inevitable. If you can be comfortable to sit in that uncomfortability for a season while you go after the things that you have been mandated, by design to lean into, at the end of that, you will be a different person, because the person that who faces fear and goes through life courageously in spite of having fear of failure, fear of rejection, ultimately is someone who continually evolves and grows, and your life will continue to evolve and grow as you lean into these pursuits. The fact that you are in fear doesn't mean that the you that is you, is not good enough or not worthy. If you are feeling these things, you are completely on track. I think the difference between someone who is seasoned at facing fear and someone who is in the beginning of this journey of extraordinary living is time. It's just time, a will to be okay with uncomfortability and fear, and just its experience, right? I know that there is a certain amount of healthy fear attached to pursuing anything, and I am okay. I'm okay with that. I'm willing to pay that price in pursuit of my assignment or my purpose or my mandate or whatever this thing is. And so this morning, I just really want to encourage you guys, if you are being held back by fear, I think it's so critical to articulate what those fears are, because the second we have articulated fears, we can see them for what they are. A lot of the time, we're just so afraid of something, whether it's failure, rejection, isolation, but we've never really articulated exactly what that is. When you're able to articulate the things that you're scared of, when you want to start a new business or a new brand or a new venture or a new relationship, when you for yourself are able to articulate that and look at those fears, it's so much easier to deal with it and to wrap your head around it and go, well, look, okay, I get that I'm afraid of being hurt or being let down or being taken advantage of, or whatever the case might be, right? I get that. I think that the payoff, if this does come, if I do get this right, the payoff is greater. So I'm willing to accept that I'm going to do this thing with all of these fears attached and know that at the end of it, they will just dissipate 9 times out of 10. So this morning, I just really wanted to encourage you guys to lean into our principle, number 7. No excuses. We do things scared. If there is something that you feel that you're called to do, if there is a gift of you that you are prompted to bring to the world, my encouragement to you is to put down the excuses that have stopped you from pursuing that goal or that dream or that ambition, and do it scared. It's the only way to go through life when you're building an extraordinary life. Extraordinary does not come without fear. You've just got to get comfortable with navigating a certain amount of healthy fear and being okay with that for a season. And then, guys, once you've achieved goal 1, the new set of fears of failure and rejection, it's such a normal part of human experience. But we get to navigate it with purpose and intentionality, and that's a choice. And so again, this morning, I just want to encourage you that if you're feeling afraid of rejection, afraid of failure, afraid of getting it wrong, afraid of isolation, afraid of not being good enough, not being worthy, you're not alone. You are completely on track. That is a normal experience of life. The difference between the decision you are faced with this morning or today or whenever you're watching this, right, is to stay where you are because of those fears, or to do things scared and see where life takes you. And I think that is the encouragement and the call to action this morning. Choose. You can either have more of what you've got by doing the same things you've always done, or today you can choose to do things scared and take one small action towards achieving that, articulating or realizing that dream or that goal or that ambition or that relationship that you've been carrying in your heart. Choose. Principle number 7, no excuses, we do things scared. If you are going to take one small action and do things scared this morning, or tonight, or this afternoon, or today, drop a comment. What are you doing? What is the one small action you're taking? What are the fears that you've decided, like, I'm going to be okay with this, I'm going to do things scared? Share with me. I'd love to hear from you guys. And until next week, see you then.